time for the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
My name is Chad Reese. I'm the coordinating producer for the Savanah Bananas broadcast department. The Savanah Bananas are a traveling entertainment team that play their own unique sport that we call banana ball. It's baseball, but with a lot more rules that try to make it faster, more entertaining, and more engaging with our fans. The Bananas have been making content since their conception in 2016, but in the past 2 years, it's really expanded into something much bigger than that. Only recently have we really started producing such a high-level broadcast as well.
It feels so nice to be back at Grayson Stadium.
Before this year, our broadcast production was much lower quality. Just a couple of iPhones and some iPads to eventually having, a smaller switcher with camcorders and hard wires. After a while, we slowly realized that it became way too much to try to show up to all these stadiums, hardwire all of these cameras while still putting on what we call the greatest show in sports. We tried to look for a solution to make it so we could bring as high of a quality of a broadcast everywhere that we go. LiveU was the solution for that by giving us the ability to quickly set up our entire production while still having everything that we're used to and the crew that normally runs the show at our home base in Savannah, Georgia. It's changed how we do everything. We can bring this quality that we've come to expect everywhere that we go. We give all of our base cams the LiveU 300S. They plug directly into the pack and they send that signal back to our control room in Savannah. We have the 800 up in our press box. It's got the booth cam, high home, center field, sometimes the wireless camera. We also take an HDMI out from the 800 pack. In these bigger stadiums, we need to be putting our video feed on the video board in the concourse. That makes it just so much easier to just get our signal and send it out to everywhere.
Thank you so much for spending your Thirsty Thursday with us in the YouTube comment section. Going wild tonight.
The entire LiveU ecosystem has made it so that we can produce the show in so many different ways. I can see a full multi-view of what the director is seeing through LiveU Central and through the video return. I can also send that signal to our on-field director who can then watch replays in real time. Fan engagement is literally everything. The company is called Fans First Entertainment. That goes into every single level of decision making. Our live broadcasts have opened the door in terms of exposure to so many more people. That in turn has just created so much more demand, not only going to the games, so ticket sales. We have a wait list of over 800,000 people, which means that not everybody can be in the stadium, so they want to watch the broadcasts, which then turns them into fans, which then makes them want to buy the merchandise. It's a whole perpetuating cycle that has just taken the brand to astronomical heights.
And now Alex Ziegler with a flaming bat and flipping it around in his hands.
Before, all of our broadcasts were put behind a paywall. We didn't know how many people were watching. We didn't see any immediate feedback. Now, all of our shows are free on YouTube. We have thousands of viewers every night. There's a live chat. We've been able to work with some of the biggest sports networks in the country, ESPN, the Northeast Sports Network, and produce the show fully. Normally, they would send out a production truck, they'd send their camera operators, they'd handle everything, but we've been able to show that we can put on a high-quality broadcast wherever we go. If we had to rent a production truck everywhere we went and hire local crews, it would be a completely different show at the end of that. And I mean, not only has it saved money, it's also just saved us so much time when it comes to setting up at these ballparks. It really has just made it so simple to show up, know the show, produce it to the best that we can, and move on to the next one. So when it comes to LiveU, our imagination is the only thing that's holding us back. We put on a production in the oldest ballpark in America where there is hardly any electricity, no internet. It's a really freeing feeling knowing that you don't have to be held back by something and that if you can think it, you can do it. And LiveU has changed that entirely by allowing us to put on the best show that we know that we can at a very affordable price. It's made it so we can put on every show for free on the internet. It would not have been possible without LiveU.